Okay, hey, there we go. So it's Sunday, February 16, and hopefully I've worked out the kinks on doing this live streaming. What I've done is I have attached a Rode lapel microphone to my Cardo boom mic inside my helmet. And if you can see me there we go. You can see me. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the motorcycle. And we'll see, hopefully we'll keep it in a good stream, and we're going to just try and ride around the area some, so you can get some ideas here in the Central Valley, as well as hopefully with this hardwired microphone, I'll avoid some of the pitfalls I was experiencing while I was trying to use the Cardo microphone. It was very frustrating to me, so... yeah, there we go. Okay. Just wondering why the heck it's not wanting to go. Alright. Actually, we're going to go this way. Kind of go towards the north of town here. Past the park. And hopefully we'll be able to keep it all in a good signal area. And hopefully there's not going to be any weird noises or distortions, static, things like that were causing problems with the stream before. So hopefully you'll be able to enjoy some of this Central Valley exposure as well. And this is Winton Avenue here in Corcoran that I'm riding on, and so hopefully you're able to get a good view of it. It's such a gorgeous day and so warm as well. And I did one test without the live stream. I just tested just a local recording, and that seemed to come out really good, so I'm optimistic. Hopefully we'll be able to maintain a good cellular signal strength, although maybe since I'm going out in the boonies here, we'll lose our signal. For all of California's technology, our ability to have good cellular signal is actually quite embarrassing, to say the least. Especially if you're trying to live stream data. So we will hope that the route that I'm taking will maintain a good signal, and if it doesn't, well, then hey, we will the stream will obviously be ended. And hopefully you can also please leave me comments and give me some feedback. I am testing this out, so all constructive feedback is greatly appreciated. And so yeah, I'd like to know, is the wind noise too much? Or with it being encased inside the fully enclosed helmet, hopefully that's kept it down. One of the things that I didn't like about the Cardo microphone was that its noise canceling was too aggressive, and you couldn't hear the motorcycle rumbling along. You couldn't really hear, I mean, you could hear like nothing. So, and then it would be chopped out. You would hear the voice kind of cutting in and out a little bit, and so I'm sure it's good as an intercom and good as a walkie-talkie type thing, you know, or if you need to make a phone call or something, you know. But when you're trying to live stream, I'm thinking it was not adequate enough and a bit distracting. And one of the things that a lot of content makers don't understand is that audio is more important than the video. And to most people that watch it, if the audio is horrible, then they just will not watch. So I'm hoping to get around that by having a good balance of the the environment sound that I hear riding on the motorcycle, as well as making it so that you can hear me narrating as I'm moving along, and that everything is clear enough and tolerable enough that, hey, we could start really doing some pretty exciting live streams, like up to Sequoia National Park, maybe up to Yosemite. There's a lot of places, although my one hindrance right now certainly is the strength of the cellular signal. So hopefully the cellular signal out here is good enough. But yeah, hopefully you're hearing the nice deep throat rumble of the motorcycle as I'm downshifting and soon to be accelerating again. And I just felt the Cardo when I was doing tests with the Cardo. It eliminates all that, and I'm just like, kind of felt empty. Like, okay, yeah, I can hear you, and yeah, your voice is kind of cut off a little bit, a little choppy because of the noise suppression technology, which is absolutely amazing. But when you're trying to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish, that was proving not to be as ideal as that originally thought it might be. So here, as you can see, there's lots of farmland. I was thinking this route would take me past some areas where you'd get to see some cherry blossoms. Some of the trees are really blooming now. To my right, or to the right of the screen, I'll try and twist that way. Hopefully you can see the Sierra Nevadas off in the distance with the snow on them. And they look quite amazing with the sun shining on them and very little atmosphere interference. Some may call it haze, others may call it smog. Luckily today there's not much of whatever that's called. To my right now you can see grapevines, and to my left I'm not sure what those trees are. There's no leaves on them, and they're pretty small, so I'm not really sure what that crop will be. Obviously it'll be some sort of tree, fruit or nut. That's what they grow out here, fruits and nuts. Yes. So hopefully this is good. I'm almost tempted to get up here to a nice shady spot in the stream and just kind of see how this stream has turned out. And that may not be a bad idea. Especially, I don't know how the signal is up here either. I can't really monitor the signal that closely while trying to ride and also talk to you. But hey, thank you very much for tuning in. If you're still listening or you just joined us, my name's Eric Brown. I am the host and creator of the Cosmic Cafe Show, which in the past, back in 2014, was originally being produced and broadcast out of a TV studio in Palo Alto, California, called the Media Center. And my tagline for the show is where the paranormal is normal. And since I started riding the motorcycle about a year and a half ago, I was thinking, how could I bring the Cosmic Cafe Show on the road with me? And I was like, hey, with the motorcycle, right? Create something like the Cosmic Cafe Road Show. Go different locations. There's a lot of places I've been, and I posted some reels up on my YouTube channel, up on my Twitter, up on my Facebook, which you're certainly welcome to go. All the handles for there, just search Cosmic Cafe Show. You see some of the reels. If you go to the YouTube channel, that has all the archives of the 2 seasons of studio produced shows. The first season was produced old school style with an actual stage and set design, and you have to bring out prop pieces like the tables and curtains and things like that to create the environment. And the second season, which was produced over at the Comcast studio in Hayward, was actually done with basically virtual reality, green screen technology at the time, 2015, and it was a virtual set, so the set that I ended up choosing kind of made it look like we were maybe on like an aliens UFO ship or something. It's pretty cool. So I really enjoyed that as well. Great learning experiences with both, and had many great guests on. Some returned from the first season to the second season, and of course the second season got a lot of new guests because the show grew in popularity. Ultimately, it could still actually be playing on many different TV stations around the United States, public access stations. There were over 100 of them last time I checked. The Sierra Nevadas are looking fantastic. Yes. Well, I really hope this is coming out, and I hope the stream, it doesn't say that it's lost the stream, and it actually says the stream health is really good, so I'm very, very pleased about that. So maybe I don't need to stop. Maybe I'll just keep going and try and find you some fruit trees. Right now we've had a lot of farmland and beautiful blue sky, and you can see off in the distance the white puffy clouds, which probably no doubt indicate that maybe tomorrow it's going to be overcast again and perhaps rainy. Well, we do need the rain. So coming up on the left, you'll see a big complex of buildings and such, and if you can't tell what it is yet, those are dairies. It's a big dairy, and dairy obviously is where they have the cows. They produce the milk, and from the milk we have our butter and other dairy products, cheese. But dairies also are essential in the area, and that's one reason why you pass by them throughout the farmland, is because the dairies produce fertilizer for the farmers. And you'll see it piled up in big heaps. They usually cover it and let it like sit for a while to ferment or whatever they call it. I don't know the process, but they use that fertilizer to go ahead and make natural fertilizer for the farmland. So what better way to replenish the ground and soil for the farmers that are growing things like on our right, the grass, or as we saw earlier, the grapes, or corn, wheat, rice, cotton, a lot of different products produced out here. So that was one farm, and it even had solar panels. They probably no doubt used the solar panels to help run the facility. On the left you can now see more dairy. On the right, I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a bunch of scrub bush. They need to get some goats over there to eat it. On the right, there's some cows. We can wave at the cows. Oh, and there's a tractor, farmer, maybe taking food around to feed the cows. So then here on our left, have more orchards, more trees. Not sure what those trees are because they're not blossoming either. I just kind of wanted to test this out real quick, and just really quickly randomly picked a route, and I should have thought about it maybe a little bit more to get you some more blossoms. But it's showing the stream health. It's still in the green zone, so that's encouraging. Incidentally, we are heading north towards Hanford. So there's two ways we could go here. We could go towards the 43 or towards the 41. I think I'm gonna maybe go towards the mountains, so maybe you can get a chance to see the mountains before. Oh, we gotta wait for cars. Get to wait for cars. That'll give me a chance to readjust my glasses. Oh, great. No, I can't see poop because of that guy. I'm a very cautious rider. I've only been riding for about a year and a half. So I like to play it safe. I don't want to get hit by anything. More orchards to the left, more green stuff to the right, and we have railroad tracks ahead of us. Hee-hee! Alright. I always, just old habit, Always like to check for trains. Don't want to rely on the crossing guards. By the way, I just stood up there, if that's what you were wondering I was doing. I just stood up so I could go ahead and not feel the full force of those railroad tracks. We could have gone up 10th Avenue. Let's see if we can get a better look at the Sierras though for you. Shows our signal strength is still good. I know if I'm going towards the 43, I should also have better signal because the 43 is much more traveled. Look at that view. Kind of turn my chest a little bit so you can kind of see it. It's northwest from our direction that we're going, and you see some looks like eucalyptus trees kind of partially blocking the view. There we go. I sure hope you can see that clear. When we get I think we're on Kansas Avenue, so when we get up here on this little overpass, incidentally, this overpass that we're going on, that's going to be having the New California high-speed train crossing under it. No, I do apologize. I don't believe the train. Oh wait, no, it does. Yeah, it'll be shooting through here, crossing under here, and heading north towards Fresno. For all those folks from Bakersfield that just really want to get up to Fresno and do it a little bit faster than they can on the Amtrak. Oh, there we go. That was a pretty good view. There's a cellular microwave tower. Hopefully that's not ruining our signal. That tower does not seem to have anything to do with my signal strength, so as I'm showing my signal strength still being in the good zone, but on the medium part of the good zone. Alright, so we're coming up to the Highway 43. By the way, if you just tuned in, my name's Eric Brown. I am the host and creator of the Cosmic Cafe Show. I gave a little bit lengthier description earlier, so I won't go into it now, and I can always post a comment later, give you more details, or you can go to cosmiccafeshow.com. But yeah, I'm just testing out this kind of new wired microphone setup that I've done. I was using Bluetooth connectivity to the GoPro12, and that was proving to be very problematic. So I decided I would change that and use a wired microphone. So the wired microphone that I'm using, which I mentioned earlier, but for anybody that's tuned in since then and is watching now, it's a Rode lapel mic. And I'm a big fan of Rode microphones, and so have many of them, and so I wanted to use my Rode lapel mic, which incidentally I got from Rode complimentary, I think, or as a prize for entering their one of their first annual podcast competitions. And I'd entered it as Cosmic Cafe Show, and I believe I was in the top 50, and I think because whatever the rank was, I got a lapel mic, 2 of them, for doing interviews and stuff. So it turns out I think it's going to be the perfect solution to what I'm looking for here, because I really wanted people to be able to hear the motorcycle and the environment, but not so much that they can't hear me, or it's not so much that it would be too loud. Unfortunately, I don't have any audio equipment to level it all down and monitor it, because even if I did have it, I can't do it while I'm riding the motorcycle. So I'm kind of hoping that the balance is going to be good enough. Incidentally, to the right there, that is part of the bridge system that will be rerouting the road that I'm currently riding on over the high-speed train as it will be crossing under. So it's just like the ramp that we just went on just a minute ago before we got to the traffic light. So they've only been building that for a couple of years. Shall I withhold further comment? And then over there on the right, kind of in the distance, you see another overpass. That's another overpass for the California high-speed rail. So that one was completed a while ago, so not sure why some got completed much faster than others. But at least I guess they're finally getting closer to having it done. So, hey, someday we'll actually be able to ride on it and do what we can pretty much do on the Amtrak, but the Amtrak's just a little slower. Well, we'll see what happens. You hear all these different stories, and I haven't heard one consistent authoritative story. To the left, over there, are cows, another dairy. As I mentioned, they're spread throughout the farmland here, because one of the big benefits, besides the milk, cheese, and all the other butter and other dairy products that come from the cows, is their fertilizer that's used on the farmland and orchards. It's all around us right now. By the way, if you're wondering, if I did mention it earlier, but we are on Highway 43. I decided to go the route via Highway 43. We are heading north towards Hanford, and gosh, what a beautiful day! There's some trees that are blossoming. Maybe we shall turn off up here. Hopefully, there's a nice road. It's not a dirt road, but a paved road where we can go through some of these cherry blossoms. I call them cherry blossoms. I'm not sure exactly that they're cherry, but they're fruit trees that are blossoming. And I just kind of use the term cherry blossom as a generic term. Look how beautiful that is there to the right. Wow, at the blue sky and the clouds, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I think that's a dirt road. My bike is not really well designed for dirt roads. It's a cruiser, and since it's been raining just in the last couple of days, I'd rather not go on these dirt roads, because you just they can be deceptive, very deceptive. And you think it's safe to ride on, but it's actually not as ideal as you were hoping it would be. But look, it's like we have Iona Avenue. There we go. We can turn on Iona and hopefully let you see, maybe get a better look at them, huh? Why not? Okay, so let's see here. And I think our signal strength is not looking good at all right now. Or is it? Maybe it is. I think it's kind of sketchy right now. Sorry about that. But hopefully you're getting a good view of the cherry blossoms and the beehives. So they bring these out. So there's these people that own the bees, and they'll bring them out and move them around to different orchards as the orchards will blossom. And they'll bring them out because bees, if I'm sure everybody knows, but if you don't know, bees are crucial to making it so that those little flowers pollinate. And yes, you can rely on wind and other critters to do it, but bees are way better, way better for making sure the pollination process happens. So that's really pretty. Oh, my signal's getting really bad the further I go this way. Let me turn around. Let me hope I do a nice turnaround without embarrassing myself. This bigger cruiser makes it a little more challenging. I need to go out and practice it more. Okay, apologies to those of you who have been suffering bad signal. We're heading back towards Highway 43. And then as we head closer to Hanford, hopefully the signal will get stronger. I do see it's they're in the 3/4 range right now. So hopefully that means that you're able to see the stream and hear the stream good enough that it's not annoying to you. Bumps! Alright. Well, that was a nice little diversion. At least I got to show you some of the cherry blossoms. And I don't see any cars coming, so we are going to go. And if anybody that's watching is curious, did I make a full and complete stop there? I am absolutely sure I did. Excuse me. Absolutely sure. I'm sure it was full and complete. With motorcycles, I think that there should be a little bit of grace period. It's not as easy to come to a full and complete stop with a motorcycle, especially when you're in California. By the way, for those of you who don't live in California, I don't know if I'm going to get the opportunity on this stream to share with you lane sharing or lane splitting. But yes, while it may be illegal in many different locations around the United States and even out of the United States and other countries, in California it is 100% legal, and it is also a question on the exam. I wish they would put that question on the drivers for cars exam. Maybe they do now, I don't know. But it's 100% legal to lane share with your motorcycle, and the reason is not so you can make somebody envious and that you can cut the line to the front. Not to make the reason is not to make somebody mad at you. The reason is safety, and that's one reason why I believe more states are considering changing their laws and allowing lane sharing, is so that because you don't want to be at the back of a line of cars and then have somebody that's updating their social media status not paying attention and plow into the back of you and your bike and your motorcycle. Yeah, not good. I'm sure you've already seen reels of that on different social media platforms, and I definitely don't want that to happen to me, so I will crawl forward through the vehicles whenever it's safe to do so. Sometimes it's just not safe, it's too tight. In my cruiser, it makes it a little more difficult. Did you see that white car? That guy was not paying attention. It looked like he was gonna come over into our lane, and maybe he wanted a close-up view of the live stream. All right, well, hey, you know what? I think we're now entering into Hanford. I think I'm going to pull up here to this gas station, refuel the fuel tank, as well as end the stream, and I will check the stream and see if I need to make what adjustments I need to make. I do believe it does make me wait a while, so I won't be able to check it right away. But please, if you've been watching this, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, follow, all that good stuff. It means a lot to me. But especially what means the most is if you would go ahead and just give me some constructive feedback. Again, I am trying to make this a better process. I'm trying to improve it. So as long as it's constructive feedback, I will not be offended. I will greatly appreciate it, as a matter of fact. So with that in mind, I'm going to shut off the motorcycle, put it in park, put up the kickstand, and end the stream. Thanks so much. Bye.